All right, hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bowhunting Wilderness Podcast. Jason Samkovic here. Today we're going to talk about this product that I didn't think I'd like. I didn't have much expectations for, and actually he sent it to me, or he talked to me about it last year, and I kind of shot it down. I was like, nah, I'm not interested. I wouldn't use it. He contacted me again, sent me one, and I just got done playing with it. And I'll tell you what, I think it's got a lot of potential, and I really like it. If you will notice here on my bow, okay, couple things to notice. One is we have this little wood block right there, which is actually a string tracker. I will show you, and I do not have to put Velcro or anything on there. It is held on with that little bungee cord and just sits right there nice and good and solid. It's not going anywhere, and it just tucked in out of the way. Very simple, very effective, very impressive. Now you will also notice that I am missing an arrow here. Okay, I'm missing a broadhead arrow in here. That's because yesterday I actually lost a hog. Okay, I was out in the middle of the swamp out there, and I ended up shooting a hog, and the shot was perfect. And if you follow me on my, my Patreon channel, you'll see it in there. I mean, very rarely do I lose an animal. This shot was absolutely perfect. 18 yards, broke the offside leg. Everything was fantastic. The blood was incredible. And about 100 yards into the trail of a perfect, amazing blood trail, the blood stopped immediately, petered out to 3 little drops, and then that was it. And they were spread out. I spent 6 hours searching for that hog in the nastiest, thickest stuff you could imagine. And it was 100 degrees out. So finally I gave up because of the fact that it would already been spoiled. But point being that what happened is that when you shoot a big broadhead like I do, these massive razor 1.5 inch wide heads here, when you're shooting something like that, your blood trails are incredible. But like with any broadhead, what can happen though is lung material, things like that can actually clog that hole. Once that hole gets clogged, you don't get any more blood coming out. You basically put a cork in it, so to speak, as what we're seeing here. But you put a cork in that hole and no more blood comes out, and then you try searching for them, and like I said, it never came about, and it was perfect. You'll learn about it in my Patreon channel. But since the timing of this is fantastic. We have an arrow missing from a lost hog, okay, and then this shows up in the mail today. What do we got here? So let's look at it. And this is what came in a box. He sent me 2 of them. One of them is on my bow, and you can see how it mounts, okay, with that bungee on there. And I'll show you this because I'm going to take you out and shoot these. And when I shoot them, you're going to see. But, so you get this ultra light tracker, and he gives a weight on this thing. He's got all the directions here. It's 1.5 ounces, less than 4 inches by 1 inch. It is ultra little, okay, and it weighs next to nothing. But he's going to give you all of this directions in here. Contact information right there. He's got a website, I think, set up too as well. But he's got all this information on here, the details about it. Here it is. Here's his contact information for you. Okay, Trad Tracker without the R, without the E in there, tradtracker.com. The details of it. Okay, some updates in here. Shows you pictures, that's how I have it on mine, just like that. Right there on that bow. That's where I got mine at. You can use a Velcro if you want. It's got Velcro here, and you can put this piece or this piece on your bow and stick it right to there if you wanted to run it that way. So it gives you all the details, shows you details of all this stuff, and it's all on his website also. But he gives you all this information came with it. I got, again, because I got 2 of them, I got extra spools. These are the spools that work in there. Okay, and then you got the corks. I'm actually not sure what these little wood dowels pieces here are. I don't know what those are actually for. I am not sure. I'll have to ask him about that. But you got a bright eye in the cork, which is kind of nice. You just get that bright eye in there in case you drop the cork. And then you got inside of here, there's a spindle right here like this, one of these spindle rolls. And it's real easy to get this through here. So, you would think that, okay, so that's out. Let me, hang on, set your phone down for a minute. Hold on. Hey, T, actually come help me for a sec. So I'm going to show you how easy this is to load. But basically, it's a hole in this little wood block, beautifully done, and Velcro on the front so that if you want to stop the string like I did here, you can see I put that piece of that on there, and it's keeping the string from coming out. Now, I don't know if I'll actually use that on there too much for that because of the fact that I can throw this on and off in an instant. So if I'm still hunting, I'm not going to use it because I'm obviously still hunting, and I don't want the string to get caught on stuff. But when I'm in a stand, I can throw this on in about 5 seconds. But I can also stick that loose end right behind my Great Northern Quiver, and it holds that string nice and tight, so it can't come out. It's not going anywhere. So, but you do have the option of using the Velcro like this and putting that on there to hold that down. All right, and then Tina's going to hold this phone for a minute here while I show you how easy this is to load. Because you would think trying to get this little bitty thin string to pop through that hole that's in there could be complicated. Watch this. So she's going to take this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of this out here so the camera, come around on that side so that the light's not hitting so hard on you. There we go. So we're going to take this little bit of string, pull some of the string out like this. We're just going to drop it in here. You're thinking, how would I get that to get through that hole? And you're right, you don't. You just set it on here, put a little bit, put a little string in there, watch this. You just blow it right through. There it is, done. Simple and easy, that easy. And then you drop your spindle, bloop, right in there like that. Put your cork in like that, and now it's ready. And then you put your piece on here to lock it up so it can't come loose. And then you have it. And I'll show you more about this, but what's nice is this is thin enough here too that you can break it, which is good and bad. Bad from the fact that it's going to be a little more susceptible to branching or breaking on brush, but it has zero impact on flight, which you're about to see in a second when I take you out and shoot this thing. I never would have thought I would want to use one of these. I was never interested in it. I used string trackers in the 80s and I hated them and I hated the way they fly. Wait till you watch the second part of this video and you learn about this thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm impressed. I'm also not going to lie when I tell you the fact that you will see this on my bow in stands when I hunt some of these places down here that are just unbelievably thick, or when I'm hunting flooded areas where I'm dealing with tremendous amounts of water that are going to take away any of my blood options. I will have this on my bow. I did not think I would be interested, but I love it. And if you're looking for a string tracker, and if you're hunting turkeys, or you're hunting nasty thick stuff, or you just want that extra security, this is awesome. I cannot say it enough. It is awesome. Let me take you outside. I've already shot one of these whole spools before I even decided to do the video. I shot this thing 30 times out there to see if I liked it. I didn't. Then I realized how much I do like it, and then we went outside here just a few minutes ago. I was in another shirt because I was so hot, and I went ahead and in the other shirt, what?
You had it upside down.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Thank you. She said I had it upside down. But you'll see I'm in a different shirt because I was out there sweating so much. I came in to do this part and changed my shirt. But like I said, this thing, it worked incredible. I cannot say enough good things about it. I'm very impressed. It's only 30 bucks, $30 for this. Well worth it. Fantastic design. Me personally, I will pull this Velcro off of them because I'll never use the Velcro. So I will pull those right off and I will use mine like this. Okay, here I got the Velcro off. I'll leave that one on, but I'm on it so that it just mounts right on the bow with this quick detach. I'll pull it off and show you here. But so we grab this and we just lift this right off. And this is adjustable. I want to not lose my string. Hold on, because I got it tucked in there. There we go. So, and I show you how to put this on when we're outside. But this is it right here. This just goes around it, and then goes around your riser and comes back over and forms a loop on there, and it's adjustable. So you can slide this and tighten it, whatever you want. It is simplistic brilliance is what this is on every level. That weighs nothing, and it is simple brilliance. I love it. So, all right, let's go outside and shoot this thing. All right, we got that trad tracker connected on here right now. It's set. You can see it right there, just kind of hiding in the background, just simple and easy. And we have an arrow set up with here. I'll show you how we put those on there. Just basically all I did is unscrew my tip a little bit, wrap it around the threads 2 or 3 times, and put it back on. Now let's see how this thing's going to shoot, what it'll be like for us. So you can see it's there. It's thin line. It's very strong for how thin it is. And like I said, but I love the fact that I don't have to actually mount it to my bow. It can just sit right on there. You know, it'll just pan right out and do its thing. Let's grab my tab and let's take a shot and see how it affects things or what it does here as we shoot this. Oh, we got a cat back there too. Come on, kitty, move. Come on, move, kitty. He ain't gonna bother nothing. But all right, so we're gonna shoot this and see what it's gonna do here for us. We're gonna go for the deer target and see what it does. And I got no issues with that whatsoever. No issues. There it is right there. Now, all we have to do, and take this off right here, we can grab this by hand, give ourselves a little slack right here, and we can just snap it. Just like that. Done. Okay? And this is set up for when we're ready to use it next. That little bit of Velcro right there just kind of holds that stuff, keeps that thread from getting away. Just very, very simple. We're going to go get that, do again. But I mean, how easy is that. I mean, look at that. So what we're doing here to put this on here, all I did, here it is, right here. It's this little bitty baby thing that weighs next to nothing. I just stuck it on my bow, and you just wrap the elastic bungee right around it that holds it there. It's going to keep it right there, and you can tighten it by just sliding a knot like this. It's good and tight now, and that is not going anywhere. And that just worked perfect. I mean, that just worked absolutely perfect. So we got this set here, so we can go tie that back on. Let's go grab that arrow, we'll retie that and be right back. Well, actually, before I do that, you set my bow there and show you what we're talking about here. So as we look at this, we have, okay, you there, good? Yes, all right. So right here, we have that string, which is going to take us, if we follow this, you can see it, right to that arrow. Okay, it's connected to that arrow in that target right now. So we can follow this to it. It's a regular string tracker, but thinner. Look at that. The elasticity of this really makes it pretty nice. There, I snapped it that time, but it's pretty tough to snap. But it's, you know, there's a trade-off there. To make a string so thin and so little that it has zero impact on the flight of that arrow, zero effect on there, you're going to have that trade-off. But it comes at, you know, so even if it were to break and brush, it's going to guide you on the way, get you to where you want to be, you know, even if it breaks. But also what's nice, like I said, you can take it in your hands and you can snap that and, you know, be ready to retie on another arrow. So all right, we're going to shoot it again. Same thing, going for the hog. Look at that, just perfect flight. Just awesome, perfect flight. When you're done, snap it. If you're practicing here, we'll go get it. We'll do it again. All right, we're going to do another shot. Like I said, this thing's awesome. You get 300 yards. So, you know, and it gives you a bunch of bobbins. So it's definitely worth practicing a few times with. But we just take that. We're going to wrap it around the head a couple of times like that. Screw the head back tight. There it is. That's all there is to it. And so we put this back on. Let's fire another shot with it. We'll go for the, let's go for the hog again. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Bugs on my nose. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, that's flawless travel out of this thing. That's just flawless. No noise, no muss, no fuss. Hands are sweaty. It's almost 100 degrees out here right now, literally, as you probably see on my scale over there. But that's it. Something, I mean, so simple. We'll do one more shot. All right, we're going to go ahead, tie on. We're going to do one more here. This thing is pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not going to lie either when I said you know, I'll tell you more about it when I show you the spot where we're showing you what's in the box and what's there. But originally, when he asked me to review this, I turned it down. I said I'm not interested. I would never use one of these. And but honestly, I'm glad he sent it to me because I kind of love this thing. Now, it won't work real good for me stalking and still hunting for pigs because it's just not going to be that functional doing that. You could probably find a way to do it, but you know, trying to carry this, you have to carry it on the string. Where'd I put my tab? Hang on, I got sidetracked when I was talking to my neighbor and I don't know where I stuck my tab. Right there. And like I said, I'm you know, so it won't work real good for the still hunting stuff, but for in the stand, or if you stop somewhere and you're going to set up for a last little bit of evening, this gets put on in like 10 seconds. It's real quick and easy, and it's going to just kind of really help you make sure that recovery's there. Let's go for the deer one more time here. Look at that. Just flawless. Just flawless. Snap it. It's easy enough to snap by hand. There it is. I mean, that's all there is to this little thing. And when you're done with it, or you don't want it on, it's literally that easy. And then you can cap this off or put tape around it or put another piece of Velcro on there to keep that from coming out. But I mean, that is the unit right there. And it's simple in design, simple in shape, simple in function. Right, here it is. This is how this is going to ride in my pack. I will have this in my pack all deer season. When I am in a tree stand, this is going to be there. And now I'm not going to use it every single time. But like I said, if I am in a situation where I have to deal with a lot of water, like we do down here in Georgia, where the whole thing's flooded and I'm not going to find blood, or if I set up in some of that nastiest, thickest stuff that I'm like, oh God, it's, you know, where you're covered with that stuff, where anywhere I'm really concerned that I may not be able to recover that animal for whatever reason or find blood right away, this will go on my bow. It is a 10-second setup. It does not affect arrow flight, as you saw, and it's just perfect. Everything about it is just straight up perfect. And for 30 bucks, that added security and enough spools and stuff to last you, I will not be using the Velcro. I will just be using it like this and just using this bungee cord like I showed you. But this here, this is going to be in my pack, you know, all season long without fail. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and definitely check it out. Trad tracker right there. Here is the effect, or the special. Here's what you're getting with it. Right there, as he's got on there. And here is the information. Again, the phone number, and there is a website as well. He now has active and going, which I'm going to show you once more here, which is right here is the website. And I will put a direct link to this website in the description below this video for you as well. So there you go. Thanks for watching.